What is up, everyone? My name is Jesse, and this is the Auditorium. I react to video game music for the first time, and today is the return of Hades 2. I've only heard it one time, and that was like on release day of one of the early access. And we're going to be hearing two songs today. We are long title, I Am Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes, Then Drown You to Death. Very nice and wholesome song title. And after that, we have The Titan of Time, which I'm told is the main antagonist theme of Chronos. That one's 8 minutes. You know what I noticed is they did the same thing in Hades 1 where there's different colors. So like it's orange here and then there's green here. Both are from the Supergiant Games channel, of course, requested by Sunsetwise, Jungbin, and MrInsecure. Thank you. Right before I get started, I played Hades. I discovered Hades on this channel, and then I played the game because of its music. And I even made a top 20 video of my favorite Hades songs. I did everything in that game minus the Platinum Trophy, and that game was fun. That was a great time. And I do love the music. I love what Darren Korb does. And the only thing I remembered from the first impression of Hades 2 was that it sounded quite different from the original Hades. But I hadn't heard enough, you know. The first Hades was very Greek sounding and Mediterranean, obviously, and had that theremin sound. And the only impression I remember from Hades 2 was that it was way more electronic than the first time. So let's see what happens here. I have no context on this first one. The I Am Gonna Claw Out Your Eyes. But that is wild. Anyways, let's get into it. 1.2 million views already. Good job, Darren. This is I'm just gonna say I'm Gonna Claw from Hades 2. Oh, is that the new ooh sound? Okay, new vocalist. Are there lyrics? There are lyrics. I'll read them later. Are there idols in Hades 2? What? Who is this referring to? This has to be a boss team. This does not sound like overworld music. Yeah, Darren with the bass. I know it's all him.
Just like that hair, don't need to stare. Were you aware? Looks like something died there.
Oh. Okay, so they kept some of the rock stuff. Why is it so couchy for being so vulgar? Hell yeah. That is such a good hook, it's already stuck in my head. That's quick. Aquatic animals? It's just a bunch of aquatic beasts. Oh man. Nice. I hope they do another behind the scenes recording session like they did with Hades 1. I like how it starts in halftime and then the second time picks up. What the Hades, I should say. Wow, 3 minutes, and was so impactful, and we still have another 8 minutes on to go. So this is interesting. This is one of the rare cases on the channel where I don't want to say I have context, but I played the entire first game, you know? Like 90% of everything you see on this channel I've never played or heard of or something like that, right? But you know, 2.5 years ago, I didn't even know what Hades was. And then I heard some songs and I was just like, what? You know, and then I ended up playing it because I found out it was like Greek mythos and I love that kind of stuff. Grew up with like God of War when it was still Greek mythology. So I was like, yeah, this sounds really fun. And I had a lot of fun playing that game and I got pretty good at it. I'm not like saying I was incredible, but you know, I do okay in games, enough to the point where you know, I can hold my own, and I even spoilers for the first game if you haven't beat it, but I even got like the third phase of the dad fight, and you know, it was cool. I did pretty much everything in that game besides platinum it, which is kind of too much. And I don't even remember what my last Heat contract was. I want to say I don't even remember. Maybe around 13, 16. I have no idea. Anywho, it was cool, you know, meeting all the characters. I'm trying to remember their name now because it's been like half a year since I played or something. There was Zagreus, Skelly, which are both Darren. Hades sounded incredible. The voice acting was great. This is a sequel, so, you know, I have to imagine they're gonna, like, you know, do everything better. Maybe more voice lines and even more art, you know, more Easter eggs. Who knows? But I'm excited. You know, I saw plenty of behind the scenes footage with Supergiant and how they developed it, and it just felt like so cool and like a small team. They'll have their own personalities as well, and I remember seeing the segment with the artist, and that was really cool. And anyways, so yeah, it's like I have a little bit of knowledge going into this one, but I can safely say so far, out of the 3 songs I've heard from Hades 2, I don't remember if I heard 2 in the first time, but it definitely sounds different. But I can feel the essence there, right? Which is cool though. I am always a fan of trying new stuff and having that familiarity there, but not having it sound exactly the same. Of course, there are some people that prefer, like, no, keep it the way it was, but artistically, that's kind of, no artist really wants to stay in a bubble forever. That's why bands always evolve and change their sound and try different things. So, and I know Darren is not only the engineer and recording artist, he's doing most of the instruments himself. Drums, bass, whatever other instrument from some planet of somewhere on the planet he's playing. The vocals, you know, dude works hard. I can't remember at the top of my head how many songs had vocals in the first game besides In the Blood with Ashley Barrett. Oh, the Eurydice stuff, which I think was also Ashley Barrett. Yeah. So, not very many. But over here, this seems to be someone new. I don't know who it is yet. And based on the sounds of it, that has to be a boss, you know, because Hades was all about like these biomes, couple levels in, and then boss at the end type of thing. I'm assuming that's going to be the same thing. I've never even like really seen. The only thing I've seen of Hades 2 was the initial trailer, which was exciting. And then after that, I bought it. I own this game. I haven't played it. It's just sitting in my Steam junkyard, and I've been meaning to, because I've never played a game before it like officially releases like that, and I know Supergiant likes to kind of update in patches. So one day I want to get to it, but at this rate, it seems like I'm not going to get to it until it releases. But yeah, so this felt like a boss. I don't know who. I'm trying to think of like who else is left in the. Because I still believe they're in Greek mythos, right? Because the next song is Kronos. So, I want to look at the lyrics, though. I didn't catch it all. I just heard a bunch of... It sounded like they're the ones speaking to you, their perspective, and I just heard a bunch of aquatic beasts. That was cool. Let's read through this really quick. You can't... By the way, that was super catchy. Jeez. You can't stay away, seems every day you keep coming back here. Now it's plain to see you want to be under the sea with your favorite sirens. Oh, the lyrics seem like they're mocking you. Like, you keep coming back, you know, that's the game. That's clever. You're so obsessed with me. Not that I can blame you for it. I would be too if I were you. Too bad you must die now. These are great. I am going to claw out your eyes and drown you to death. That's the chorus. You're such a mess. That little dress looked like it's from the garbage. Yeah, they're definitely talking smack directly to you. Just like that hair, don't mean to stare. Were you aware? Looks like something died there. You know, it's funny because it very much feels like that, like they're mocking you, you know? Like the tone, the cadence of her voice. I really wish... Hopefully the singer's at the bottom here. That's why you're jealous of me. Not that I can blame you for... Oh, yeah, okay. Pinched by a crab, strangled by an octopus, bitten by a shark, and stung by a jellyfish. Poked by an urchin, stabbed by a marlin, sawed by a sawfish, and crushed by a charybdis. Oh! Slapped by a bass, sliced by a sturgeon, clobbered by a charp, and stomped by a hippocampus. Smacked by a knucklehead, and poisoned by a scuffer, and burned by a slavug, and swallowed by a whale. Drown, drown. Oh, Scylla. I've actually never known the pronunciation, Scylla and Charybdis. I think it's Scylla and Charybdis. Oh, okay. I don't know much about Scylla and Charybdis besides one odd reference, and that is Trivium. If you guys are familiar with the band Trivium, one of my favorite albums from there, which was Shogun, a lot of those songs were about like Greek mythology, or actually a lot of different mythology, but there's a song which is number 2. It's an amazing song. It's called Torn Between Scylla and Charybdis. And the only thing I remember about that is in the booklet of the album, each song had their own album art. And I remember the Scylla and Charybdis one had like this very like octopus looking thing. And then I remember also when I played Symphony of the Night, there was Scylla as well. But I can't remember at the top of my head what that looked like. But I know it's aquatic. Okay, so dots are starting to connect here. So Scylla and the Sirens is Aaron, Yvette as Scylla, Ashley Barrett as Roxy. I don't know, Jetty. And Judy Alice Lee as Jetty. Okay. That was cool. There was a lot to unpack, but that was super catchy and that was really great for 3 minutes. And I think it's perfect to set up the next one, which is the Titan of Time. Mind you, I don't know if this is like final boss, the main song. I'm guessing it is. Obviously, it's not Hades anymore. It's not your dad. To my knowledge. So I'm going to assume, if they kept any of the same patterns from the first game, is that there's a lot of motifs from the game in this song. And considering it's 8 minutes, which is about the length of... oh god, what was the name of Hades' song? It was... I'll look it up later. Or I'll look it up now, actually. Oh yeah, I was listening to Hades before this. How about that? I'll look that up in a second. Anyways, this is the Titan of Time. How exciting. Chronos. I definitely know about Chronos. I'm guessing maybe some clicking. Oh, yeah, right there. I was gonna say there's gonna be some clock motif or something. God of the Dead is the song I was thinking of. Oh, there's a heavy filter on the percussion. Yeah, definitely more keyboard use this time around. love the arpeggio here. It's like descending. The audio recording sounds really aggressive. Like it sounds gritty. Yeah, those drums are filtered as hell. Oh, I love this energy. I want to play this now. Damn it. Ooh, man. I don't know why, but this feels like a PS1 song. It just reminds me of something out of the PS1. I don't know how to explain that. Was that the motif? That's the motif. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah! Love catching things. Nice callback. I love you can hear the bass more now in this one, in this game overall. Same motif, different notes. But yeah, you recognize it. Ooh, I love like the drum and bass fills. We're only 3 minutes in out of 8. Ooh, yeah. I'm ready. I'm ready for whatever. I'm getting a breakdown. Darren Korb is nuts. Is this like a phase 2? Dude, this is crazy. That sounds like a odd guitar string noise. There's definitely more experimentation going on musically, I think. I'm loving this interlude here. Curious if it's gonna stay here or if it's gonna go back somehow. Oh, dude, the synthesizer works so well in HADES. It's kind of fitting for spooky month, kind of, right? It has a little bit of a spooky feel. sounds a little underwatery. I think I know what he's doing. I think he's playing with like time, the feeling of the song, the rhythm. I'm pretty sure, right? Like chronos, time signatures. I feel like, yeah. I'll explain later, but I have an idea, my headcanon of how this came to be. Oh, we're getting back up. I didn't even notice when they went back up. That was seamless. Yeah, dude, so many constant... Ooh, you know what? I bet you this is the defeat music. There was something similar in God of the Dead. Considering where we're at in the song. I can almost feel the, oh, you defeated me kind of thing. Damn. You guys have to remember, out of the 3 years I've been doing this, I haven't played that many games in that time, but they were all chosen because of the soundtracks that I was so impressed by. Hades was one of those, and I had such a good time with it. So it feels like almost like a full circle moment, like going into like I'm excited with you guys. Hades 2 is coming out, you know, like that's I'm also excited along with you guys. Except this time isn't completely like, oh, I've never heard of this game, what is this? But I still get to keep that, you know, that childlike innocence of, well, I've never heard the songs yet, so there's still some things I can hold on to. And the rest of the soundtrack that I haven't heard. So, this to me felt like, I think the equivalent to God of the Dead, which is a song I was thinking of earlier, which is the final fight with Faja. That song was like about 9 minutes, and you know, if you played it, you know that there was a, I guess spoilers again, there was a bait and switch with a second phase, and then the music ramped up, and then of course at the end it kind of like slows down for them to talk. That's what it felt like. It felt like almost a sequel to that. And I feel kind of confident with that guess too. It just felt that way, because the second half of the song were just like dipped into what felt like an interlude. That felt like it could have been like a second phase or something. So maybe they'll do that again, or it's just a long fight. But here's my theory on this now: is Darren is a very creative person, and not only is he musically inclined, but he's artistic, right? Getting all, like for example, Hades was all Greek mythology. Greek, so he picked up a lot of Greek instruments, the bouzouki and all that. Actually, I don't know if that's Turkish or not. Either way, you know, he did all that. A lot of instruments of that region. So this is how I predict this went down, and this is just a guess. I feel like they sat down one day. What's his name? Greg? I don't say the wrong name, but the head guy, Super Giant, was like, all right, next game, Chronos, time related. So I feel like, I'm saying this as someone who writes music themselves, I feel like, okay, noted, time, right? Let's use that to our advantage and do stuff with it. So I heard a lot of different, not in the other song, but in this song, it felt like there was a lot of manipulation of time. So I could see this as being a fight where there is probably like time manipulation, slow down, speed up, stopping, that kind of thing. but the music reflects that too. You know, there were sounds of like the old grandfather clock sort of windings and things like that, and then it just kind of like slowed down and it felt like bullet time. And then of course, as musicians, you can mess with time signatures and stuff. So I feel like Darren had a bit of a field day with this, and this is why I say I can't wait to see the behind the scenes of how they made it, because I know they like to do a lot of that kind of stuff. I saw a lot of when I finished Hades, like with most games, I like to YouTube everything about it. I like to find interviews and all that kind of stuff, you know, just really indulge. And I did that. There was a whole documentary series or docu-series of Hades behind the scenes stuff, and hopefully they do that again, or at least themselves or someone else. I don't want to make too much predictions though, because I still haven't played the game and I would still like to be kind of unspoiled on some stuff, you know what I mean? But I'm very curious how they treat this game, because you know, I've never even met her yet, don't know her relation and all that, so I want to see how, you know, how it ties into the first game, if at all. But I do hear the motif of Hades, so that was cool. This is exciting, you know? Like, I want to guess so many things, but I also, you know, I gotta be careful with some comments, because some people would just be like, whoa. Either way, I'm excited to play this one day. I still don't know when it's supposed to come out. I have it. And the Titan of Time. Man, both those songs are really great. This one, I love the energy of this one. It reminded me of stuff that I really enjoy from the PS1. That kind of drum and bass sound, but also the drums are totally different from everything I've heard so far from any Hades. They sounded very, very filtered. A lot of, like, almost no, like, the bass was missing from the frequency, so it was just like a tick-tick-ta, tick-tick-ta. And yeah, it just had this kind of flair to it that I can't explain. And then this, I don't know, the energy was really good. I can just tell that this fight is exciting because of that song. Which is interesting, because God of the Dead was very slow. Boom, 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 boom. Very menacing while stuff is all over the screen. This one kind of jumps at you at the gate and then slows down. It's kind of the reverse, right? God of the Dead kind of amps up. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. Maybe they just flipped it on its head. I don't know. There's so many theories going on in my head, but all I know is Darren Korb is a really exciting composer who I'm always excited to hear, and I need to play this game. I don't know, you know, it's like there's part of me that wants to see it develop, and there's parts of me that wants to play it when it's finished. So I don't know. It's just sitting in my backlog of many backlogs that I already have. It's my life now. And I Am Gonna Claw was fantastic. That's stuck in my head. Hades 2. Somehow fitting for the Halloween season, you know, there's a little bit of that spookiness to it. This is exciting. I can't wait. I also noticed the double colored eyes as well, just like Zagreus. Damn. Well, shout out Supergiant Games. Thank you again to the requesters. I can't wait to hear more. And yeah, I'll see you when that happens. Thank you to all the patrons you see here. I couldn't be here without them. Thanks to you for watching. Thanks to Darren Korb. We'll see you all later. Peace.